You said who I am in the empty space. And I respond to you, I am nothing but just a part of the little particle that made up of the dot in the big empty space, the universal empty space. I am just a part of the dot, the little particle you see dead as a dot. Who I am nothing, a humble servant were the object, as I am the object, not the subject, but the subject is a part of me and aligned with me. Without the subject, I am nothing. The object only identified to be part of the subject, to be inclusive of every universal energy force of this planet Earth. So whoever you're coming from and wherever you're looking at me from, I am part of you as you are part of me because we are the human dimension of the human entity. But whoever one you call yourself, I align myself with every universal energy force from the vegetations of life to the bird from the sky, from the bird to the sky, from the earth, the insect, the animal kingdom, everything you can think of, everything you see, the creativities of life. I am part of it. I know who I am and I know where I'm coming from. And I know my dimension because the subject is everything, is the whole of everything. So he is a part of me. And I work with him and he works with me as I align myself. I open my own object to appreciate and embrace the subject in me so we can dwell together and go to a higher dimension as I elevate to appreciate, not to depreciate, to devaluate. For everything I do, I try to create confidence and balance in all I do. My choice, my actions and reactions, what matters a lot in my life. So wherever I'm coming from, as I see your own spark of life, your own touch of everything you do matters a lot to me. For everything I do, I align myself with the subject, not out of the subject because I am nothing without the subject. I'm just an object willing and open to embrace the subject at every time so he can utilize me to where he wants me to be. I'll I go to the dimension where there is chaos and I come with peace because the subject align in peace. I go to the dimension where there is fire. I go with water because the subject align with water. I go to the dimension where there is trauma. I go to there and I created balance. Everything becomes at peace and calm. I go to the dimension where there is hatred. I goes with love because the subject align with love and I manifest love to everything. I goes to the dimension where there is darkness. I align with light, the beautification of light, manifestation of light in me that is in the subject. Align to the darkness and I beautify the whole light and I beautify the whole day to make lights. This is the light where you come up. You testify the light is just the subject. So I am nothing without the subject. Who I am nothing without the subject, just the object. I stand still. The little dots in the little particle that made up of the little particle in the open universal space. Who I am. Everything I align myself with manifest beauty of life. So you can testify of the you can distinguish the sharp from the shift. I know them all to balance my chakras and know them all to balance my sense of humor. I come to embrace love and peace and unity. As I align myself with the subject, he is everything, the whole of the universe, of the divine energy force. You can never testify he's just an object or a subject, but he's the whole, as the subject is in me and you. So you know who you are, not in the empty space, not in the empty space, but you are the subject. The subject, because you open yourself to embrace it as you are the object. The subject is in you, not the object. The object is your physical identity of where you're coming from and where you're going to. The subject is willing to align, to manifest and channel your frequency at every connectivity you want to align with. It only matters your own elevation of your choices of how you manifest and utilize your object to create balance within your subject so you can connect and dwell with every connectivity of entity, every divine manifestations of life force that you really want to connect with. So if you're open and be inclusive to these old dimensions of experience, be open to experience it all to the fullest and never distinguish, depreciate yourself. Always appreciate yourself so you can elevate to the next dimension. This is what I want to share with you. Not because I'm perfect, but because I am the part of perfection, because the subject is in me, I am the object, willing and open to embrace the subject at every time. So I'm open to use and the low as a flow to shine and flow like the water, open like the space, beautify the lights, open like the swell. Every vegetation of life, I align myself with me, the earth, the fox, the universal sky, the everything you can think of, dwell with me because it's in the part of the subject as the object is in me. I am the object. The little parts of the particles that made up the dots in the open universal force. I will be back again when the time is right. It's just a reflections of word for you to evaluate and understand to digest who I am as a little identifications of life in the empty space. Thank you. I will be back when the time is right. See you when the time is right again. Keep reflecting and keep your word to know yourself as an identification force of life. Just the object, not the subject. Back again.